Estoy aquí con Antonio,
Estamos aquí con el Calvo.
and science reveals if brain rot is really making you dumb. Do you think so?
It might be.
Let's get into it.
Let's go. Oh, theme song.
School, reading, writing, and arithmetic. Little Johnny just has to do 10 math problems, and it's recess time. Should be pretty easy. He just needs to remember those times
What's 3
tables.
times 3?
3 times 3 is, well, and now he's thinking about that TikTok he saw this morning where the cat fell over. That was a classic. Might as well pull out the phone and watch it again.
Brain rot in
Wait,
real
what's
life.
the teacher
It
yelling
is.
about?
I mean, like, you might get
Brain
stuck with
rot.
that.
Yeah, brain
It's
rot.
like stupid children.
They're the words on everyone's minds. And if you ask teachers,
There
it's
was
a
no
very real
smartphone,
problem with kids'
for me,
attention
so.
spans and critical thinking. But is it really happening? And is it affecting far more than just kids? Find out on this episode.
Man, this channel is so good, right? So professional.
This one, I like it though. It's interesting.
I like all of the info, all of the infographics,
Yeah,
the
like I like
Of the
whole
Infographics show, science proves if brain rot is really making you
They're not
dumb.
closed
So,
captions, though,
what is
kinda-
brain rot anyway? It's not like it's a new concept. We all grew up with our parents yelling, "That music is garbage!" Or, "Those cartoons are gonna rot your brain!" And everyone knows nothing ever came of the Beatles or the Simpsons.
Homer Simpson meme.
So it's not like the old folks don't ever miss
That's the
once in
meme,
a
remember? He
while.
goes in the
But this
bush.
era, it seems different. People aren't just convinced the current media is bad. They're worried that it's actually damaging the cognitive abilities of a whole generation. And they might have
feel like it
science
has.
to prove
Like, I
it.
feel like it's
And
killing our
when
attention
something
span.
gets named Word of the Year, people
Word of the
tend
Year.
to pay attention. Oxford University named brain rot
He's
as its
looking
Word
at the brain.
of the Year in
He's thinking about
2024.
year.
And it gave us a
It looks like a meatball from Adult Swim. Remember, with the little Coke in the drink, whatever.
credible definition to go with it. The deterioration of a person's mental or intellectual state, often caused by overconsumption of low-quality online content. It can also refer to the content itself, but the term goes back much further than that. The first recorded use of the term was actually by philosopher Henry David Thoreau in 1854, when he described a
That was
decline
wild,
in
though.
intellectual
Wait,
standards.
what were you up to
This
then?
was one of many things he was seeking to
Well, it's the
escape
brain
at
rot back
Walden
then.
Pond. But today it's
I don't know.
harder and harder to escape.
something
Low-quality,
I'm assuming.
thinking-free content was always around. Your grandfather likely grew up watching Mo poke Curly in the eyes, and he may have gotten a whooping for trying to duplicate it on his brother. Gen X kids probably enjoyed watching ridiculous wrestling matches in the 1980s, and the millennials had their early
did.
viral videos on the internet. Remember Neon
yeah, we
Cat?
had
that
WWE,
rainbow-pooping Pop-Tart
WWF.
cat
Yeah, I
sure
remember
could
those
cruise around the
stupid viral
cosmos.
things.
But something is different now. How did this become a global
Like, even my
problem?
20s, I remember,
Well,
like,
it all
the-
comes down to one word: algorithm. In the past, people engaged with content when it was available, often on live TV. You watched 20 minutes of cartoons or an hour of wrestling, and then you did something else and your brain recalibrated. Even with those early viral videos, there was usually nothing to keep you tethered to the internet. Today, most streaming entertainment is delivered by social media companies that keep tabs on
Yeah, that's true. Back then, you watched the video, it was viral, whatever, you're done. Like, you did something else. Now, like, people just stay on YouTube,
Well, no, yeah, I mean, you
Instagram.
stay there, you just like doom scroll, you scroll.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, I've gotten stuck before, and something that made no sense. I'm like, why am I
your data. That means they know what you're watching, and they're ready to give you more of it. If you like one song, you can repeat it ad nauseum or just move on to the next one with only a
One
click.
algorithm to
And that
rule them
means
all.
it's easy to spend the day scrolling away. These sites are
Literally, you
designed to
can.
be addictive,
spend
and
the whole
X,
year scrolling
Facebook,
away.
and Reddit all use a front page style that just lets you roll the page down and deliver new posts indefinitely. Similarly, YouTube will always have a new video ready for you when you finish the old one. And if you have autoplay on, well, you don't even need to click to start watching it. That means
That's
if you
so true.
wanted, you
Yeah,
could
my
just
autoplay is
mainline
on, so-
infographic show videos all day. But there are plenty of other video sources out there that won't provide nearly that much information. And all those channels start getting their fans very early. If you ask the average parent to define brain rot, they would probably say, "That annoying
brain
song
rot
my
thing.
kid keeps playing."
She's like, what are
The
you
common
doing?
complaint is that YouTube has been taken over by low-effort content farms designed to create simple but catchy songs that kids will become obsessed with and play endlessly. Many of these tunes are either based on public domain songs, like the wildly popular toddler TV show Cocomelon. Others are a lawyer's nightmare engaging in frequent copyright
cute, though.
infringement.
I
Ever
actually
wanted to
like
see
Peppa
the
Pig.
Inside Out Emotions dance to BTS songs? You're in luck. And there's a new culprit in this: the robots. Everyone's been talking about AI, and while the technology isn't perfect, many content creators are
Yeah, I
finding
like
it
that one.
useful
You
to
use AI
automate
with
certain
stuff.
parts of the process. However, attempts to use it to create all content without a human touch have usually fallen very flat, except for the
I don't
content
like that
farms, which
idea.
really don't care about a high level of quality. They just
You
care
heard
that
about that, right?
toddlers
Like,
won't
a
be
lot of
able to tell
companies
the
also wanna
difference,
use AI
and
to
most of them don't.
to
That
come up
makes
with
it
ideas.
easier to pump out those videos faster
Yeah, that's sad, man.
Yeah, like
faster,
I feel
keeping
like that'll make
kids
them
hooked.
go.
And to say the impact has been significant would be putting it lightly.
It's kind of like
The frontline soldiers, when it
smartphones.
comes to
You notice
discovering
a lot
the
of us.
impact of brain rot,
I
have
remember
been
back then,
teachers. Gen
I
Z
would know
and
so
now
many phone
Gen
numbers,
Alpha
but I
are
forgot how to.
digital
I'm
natives,
not good at
with many
remembering
of
phone
them
numbers.
growing up with a smartphone
I
in their
got so used
hands.
to my
In some
smartphone
cases,
habit.
that means they've been mainlining content in their eyeballs since they were
Mainlining content in their eyeballs and toddlers.
Yeah. You ever heard of them like the iPad babies?
Yeah.
toddlers, and
It's
that
a
has
real
an
thing.
impact on the
That's your baby, right?
Oh no, they're
Hopefully not, man.
no, they're
attention
not iPad
span.
babies.
For older kids and adults, they might have very different memories, such as being read a leisurely story by mom and then sitting through long and detailed lessons in school. But now everything seems sped up. A key element of brain rot is that it is fast. Most content today aimed at kids is under a minute, with many of the popular YouTube videos being even shorter. The iconic Skibbity Toilet, one of the most famous examples of brain rot, starts with only about 20 seconds of singing heads sticking out of toilets, and later installments rarely cross the 2-minute mark. And then there's TikTok, if it's still running. The quick viral video app is full of
Still running.
influencers
It
who have
is.
mastered the
It
art of
is.
explaining their content in under a minute, whether it's
Ancient
accurate or
Rome,
not.
nah, that's
And that
cap.
impact
That's
is seen in
cap.
the
I think
classroom
that's not
every
real.
day. Current studies
But you
show that
went
the
there.
average attention span of Gen Z has declined a lot. In 2004, it was 2.5 minutes.
Two
By
and a half minutes,
2012,
pretty
it had
good.
It's
declined
okay.
to
I honestly feel
75
like
seconds.
millennials, like, I
And
feel
in
like ours is
2018, it was
declining.
only 47
That's
seconds.
definitely
But not only that, but the first decline in attention begins after only 8 seconds. That's led many teachers to say they feel like they have to perform for their students, not just teach them. They're tailoring their lessons to keep their attention without focusing
1
too
minute
long
lessons.
on one topic. For some teachers, that's easier, but it's incredibly challenging.
All right, let's end that here. The infographics, if you want to watch it yourself, guys, as always, I'll leave a link in the description. Anything you want to add?
Yeah, guys, try reading a book sometime. It's actually pretty cool. I like separating.
No
things like
skippity
that.
toilet.
Yeah, no skippity bobbity doobity thing, whatever do. Yeah, just use the bathroom and use it, just to use the.
No iPad for your son.
Not right now.
Okay,
Not for a while.
hopefully.
No, not for a while.
Well, guys,
You'll have a book and apples.
like,
Makes
comment,
sense.
subscribe. Anything you want us to react to, leave it down below.
Let us
As
know.
always, Vlogs Calvo and Antonio
Good night.
out. Bye.